This is North Dakota Today.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to North Dakota Today on a rainy Wednesday.
A rainy Wednesday
and
here.
Look who's here with me today. Welcome,
know.
Jordan.
Hello.
Thanks. Filling in for Lisa for a couple days.
Yes, well, she has some time off. Just
That's awesome.
taking the morning by storm here, and look at that. Look outside. If you haven't already, look out your window. But here we are. That's the Dakota Magic Skycam Casino in Hankinson. Rainy day.
Rainy
That's
day.
What it is today.
Just drizzly and dark. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
As I said, I'm like, what? Checking the time. Like, is it?
Is it time for
really
me to get
this
up?
Time? It's so dark.
Is it already? Well, I get up in the dark every day, no matter the season. So, but it does make it a little more difficult throughout the day to kind of get motivated and do stuff.
It does. It's just, yeah.
It's difficult to do. Every time it rains, I always think of the Carpenters, the song by the Carpenters.
Are you going to sing?
Rainy days and Mondays always got me down. Yes, that's the one.
Yes, that one. Okay.
Isn't it Mondays? Yeah, rainy days and Mondays.
Rainy days.
Or is
and
it Sundays?
Sundays always.
Oh, it's
that
Sundays.
One. It's Sundays.
Sundays.
Sorry,
Ooh.
I will not sing ever again.
No, that's okay. No, it's anyway.
It's Sundays.
Well, at least you got the
what?
words right.
You
I don't even
how
know
I
what
like
it
the
is.
Carpenters. I do.
Yeah,
love
they're
the
great.
Carpenters.
Every time it rains, I always think of that song.
That's-
I actually tweeted it out wrong this morning then. I said rainy days and Mondays. Oh, well.
Oh, well, we could change it to Wednesdays.
Yeah, whatever day you want it to be. Doesn't matter. But yeah, so anyway,
right.
just need something a little happy to get you through. So put on the
That's true.
Carpenters and
Play the Carpenters and it's happy.
yeah,
happy
then
music.
you'll feel better.
Yeah, absolutely.
I know. Also actually, before we get into this, it's raining, and this is really a really random train of thought, but follow me here. This is where
Okay.
I'm going. So grew up out in the country on a farm, and every time it rained, it was always like, oh, the cows and the dog got a bath today. You know, because it rained.
Oh, right.
Because they're
Yes,
outside.
they are outside. They can get, my
They're
dog's
outside.
got a little bath this morning too. They didn't like it though.
I'm sure they didn't like it, but then that leads me to, I'm taking the dog to the groomer for the first time today.
For a bath.
Just a bath.
Just a
bath. And maybe, all the other things that go with it. He doesn't need to be clipped. He doesn't have long hair.
But they do, I think they clip their nails and things like that. They might look, clean their ears.
Ooh, yeah, that would be good.
Wouldn't that be good?
Have a little spa day for him. His name is
that's
Winston.
awesome.
So he's 3.
Winston.
He's gotten bathed before. Normally you just do it in the house. But we were talking, it's such a pain to wash your dog in the house.
It is. It is messy.
Yeah.
If you don't want messy, even though your dog doesn't have long hair, they still shed a little bit,
Well,
right?
yeah, and he's
so you're gonna get hair in
part
your-
lab. So I mean, those things I
yeah.
feel like you just look at it and hair comes off the dog.
That's right.
Anyway.
And then it's wet, and then it's wet everywhere. So it's always. I think support the groomers out there, and that they do this and they do it professionally. They do it, they do it well. So
all day long. Do you take you have 3?
we have 3. Dean, he's pretty adamant that he has to bathe them himself outside. But I'm like, it's cold out. They can't have a bath outside. And I'm not, because we just discussed this too. I'm like, we need to take the dogs. They smell. They need to go.
That's what I said.
There's
I was
3
like,
of them
he's
in my house.
stinky.
Yeah. So anyway, and just to get the fur off, get their summer coat off a little bit, and just get all that because they're shedding a lot.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
I know.
But,
So
yeah,
anyway, so bath day all around.
Yes, all around.
That's what
and
I'm
all
getting at here.
This next story, I think you showed this morning.
Yeah.
The deer that made it
Oh
into
my
Eventide.
gosh. Crazy. I love deers getting into random places. There it is.
I know, but
Right-hand
he's
corner
so
of your
scared.
screen.
I'm sure
I
he's
know
scared.
he is. Now they say it happened around 2 yesterday afternoon at the Eventide on 8th Street South in Moorhead. There you see the deer just got out the door.
He just got out. Did it get out by its? No, somebody must have opened the
No,
door.
it got out by itself.
It pushed the door.
Yeah, I
Oh,
believe it
my
got out by
goodness.
itself. I know, crazy deer. They got in through a window because part of it's under
because it's
construction.
And there he,
yeah,
he
see?
did. He just
it
nosed
pushed it.
his way out. Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
Anyway.
They're smart animals.
Well, I mean, I think in the
Well,
moment it was
sometimes.
probably a little bit scared and
He was
crazy about
scared.
what's going on. But I
Definitely.
love deer in random place stories. My favorite one, I don't know if you recall this, it was a few years back. A deer got into the Wadena, Minnesota Walmart.
No, I didn't.
And someone tackled it and got it down in the dog food section.
It was smelling
I'm
the
not
food.
It's kidding
like,
you. This is
yummy.
real. This is real. It happened
Seriously?
when I was a couple
on
of years ago now, 3, 4, 5 years ago maybe already. And there was a picture of it that was circulating around, and it was true. It was this deer. Some guy was around it, body wrapped around this deer on a pile
That's
of, and I
scary.
swear it was Old Roy dog food. Like you could not make it up.
So, okay, seriously, like a deer, like, I mean, I think they do like lights or something, but to
Deer in
walk
the-
into
yeah.
the Walmart, I mean, that's just crazy.
I mean, it
they
probably
get a little
didn't-
tame out there.
Didn't know what it was doing and just like started roaming. Yeah, and then
Yeah.
someone tackled it on the dog
That's
food.
crazy.
It's
That's
also
crazy.
the most
But it's what
rural.
I mean, it's
the
a
most
one.
rural Minnesota story I've ever heard.
You know,
and I
that's what we
love it.
do when we live
Out in the
rural,
country.
in
yeah,
the country, in the whatnot.
Tackle
So,
the deer on top of the Old Roy dog food.
Speaking of more wildlife, this
Yes.
bear story.
Oh my gosh, it's crazy.
Oh,
It is
yeah.
nuts. It's a guy was out in his deer stand in Wisconsin. Dalton Roach is his name. And then he saw this thing right here approach. If we can take that picture up. There it is.
250 pounds, which doesn't, well, that's a big animal. It's big regardless. It looks like a cub. It
Well,
looks like a
I mean,
cub.
bears can get real big.
Oh,
So
yeah.
anyway, so yeah, you
My
see it right there.
gosh.
It started climbing up his ladder. And at first he didn't think much of it. He's like, oh, I'm going to get a picture. He did. He got a picture.
He got a picture.
But then he tried to get the bear to leave.
Oh,
It wouldn't leave.
30 minutes too.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
It
for
got
that.
up in the stand with him, like in the actual stand, and it bit him.
gosh.
The bear attacked him.
So he turned his back, I mean,
Yep.
on him. I
To
think I would
try
have
to get
kicked
away.
him. I think I would have been like kicking.
I don't know what, but yeah, so
On my back,
the
kicking.
bear got a hold of his back. You see that mark?
Yes.
That's from where the bear bit him.
Oh, so what happened to the bear? Do
So,
we know?
well, the bear eventually left. So it bit him, and I stayed up there for a while and then stayed in the area. And so he had to wait with this wound on his back for the
Yeah.
bear to leave because he didn't know
Yeah.
what was going to happen. And then he got in his truck, drove himself to the hospital because what are you going to do? He got stitches, he got a rabies shot. The doctors say he
that's
should
good.
recover though, and
Yes,
he shouldn't
he
even
will.
have a scar.
Oh,
Luckily,
that's good. That's good.
because
But
of the what the surgeons did.
It is.
So-
It is kind of like they're out right now. They are out and about. They're getting ready to hibernate for the winter. So this is kind of the time you might see them. So you got to be careful
Yeah,
out there.
that's what the DNR is
Even
saying.
in Minnesota, I mean northern Minnesota, northern North Dakota, you've got to find,
Yeah, and officials do say if this happens to you, deer too, but bear are
Yeah.
generally skittish.
Right.
So make a bunch of noise and try to back
Yeah.
away, and hopefully they'll leave you alone.
Get your
then.
bells on.
Yeah.
Get your bear bells on.
Bear bells. Well, we're talking about other animals
We
later
are.
on today. We're talking about cattle, one of my favorite animals. But first, coming up here on today's show, the Bus Stop Mamas. They're on a mission to connect women with meaningful work.